Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio, Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Tonight, guys, it's a big night on the market, so stay tuned. As I told you several times, it's going to be crazy busy for these final 2 weeks. From today, we enter into the final 2 weeks of the summer transfer window. The news are coming every second, even while I'm recording this video, so things are always happening. Remember to subscribe to the channel, to like this video, to activate the notification bell, because every day you have plenty of videos here on the channel. And tonight, guys, the big exclusive Bomba. It's a big exclusive story, a massive one. Rodri to Barcelona is a here we go. The deal is done for one of the most important players in the last 15 years of football, because we are talking about a Ballon d'Or, because we are talking about the best player of the last World Cup, because we are talking about a World Cup winner, because we are talking about a Euros winner, because we are talking about the man who won everything at Manchester City. And I always told you confidence. I always told you optimism. I was trying to explain you in my last video that Rodri is not just a normal player. When there are these kind of players who are really important, legends of the club, if they decide to go, it's almost impossible to stop them. It's not class to stop them. And Manchester City never wanted to block Rodri. They wanted to find the best solution financially for them. And that's why they rejected 2 proposals from Barcelona, 50 million euros and 60 million euros, add-ons included. So the first bid was 45 plus 5 million euros. The second bid was 55 plus 5 million euros. And now for 65 plus 5, something more in the fixed part, but I will be more precise in the next hours. Barcelona have reached a verbal agreement with Manchester City for Rodri. The deal is done. Barcelona are exchanging all the documents with Manchester City. This process will take hours, of course, so now the 2 clubs in direct contacts to finalize the deal, also on the official point of view, so exchanging all the paperwork, exchanging all the documents. Rodri today was not with the Manchester City squad in Cardiff for the Community Shield. Obviously, he was never going to play because he just returned from holiday, so Rodri still needs to build his fitness after a fantastic World Cup and well-deserved holidays, but the message was already quite clear. Rodri is known in the industry of football because he's always been traveling with the Manchester City squad. Even when he was injured, he was on the bench, he was in the stands, he was always with the team, always supporting, always a captain in the sense of leadership rather than being the official captain only. And Rodri today was not there. Rodri was not there because Barcelona and Manchester City closed the deal for Rodri to join Barcelona. It's a massive story, guys, because Rodri was a target for Real Madrid only for a few weeks in the market. In June, Real Madrid were not going for Rodri. Florentino Perez was not happy for Rodri to be part of the election campaign wanted by Enrique Riquelme, the other candidate to become Real Madrid president. Then after the World Cup, Florentino Perez decided to give the green light for Real Madrid to try for Rodri, but then Rodri made a decision. It was almost 10 days ago. He decided to go to Barcelona. He agreed on personal terms with Barcelona, and now the deal is done between Barça and Manchester City. After the agreement, Real Madrid, Rodri and Real Madrid discussed for a long time, but then Barcelona entered the deal with Rodri and with his agent Pablo Barquero in a very strong way. The contract is done, the salary is done, the paperwork are being prepared. Rodri next week will be in Barcelona, and he's not going to be the only one, because João Cancelo is also coming. My last video was early next week, Cancelo is coming, and today, another here we go. Deal done. João Cancelo to Barcelona, everything done, everything agreed. How is this deal? Is with Al-Hilal terminating the contract of João Cancelo. Al-Hilal understood that Cancelo didn't want to be there. Sorry, understood that João Cancelo was never going to consider any different option. So about other clubs or staying at Al-Hilal was impossible. And so the agreement is on the termination of the contract. João Cancelo will join Barcelona as a free agent. Everything done, everything completed, also in this case. So formally, time to sign the contract termination between Cancelo, his agent Jorge Mendes, and Al-Hilal in the next hours, and then Cancelo will be early next week in Barcelona as well. So Cancelo is coming, Rodri is coming. Today, Hansi Flick, after winning the last pre-season friendly game before La Liga, said well, it's going to be an important week. Let's see what happens next week, because we still miss something. Well, in a few hours, João Cancelo, here we go. Rodri, here we go. Massive, massive news for Barcelona. What does it mean for the market, guys? Stay tuned on more things, because we will discuss also about Enzo Fernández in the next videos, but I maintain my position from the recent videos. Manchester City are still thinking of Enzo Fernández in midfield. Manchester City are not giving up for Enzo Fernández, even after the deadline. The deadline passed on Friday means that now any club interested in Enzo Fernández, and in this case is Manchester City, because it's going to be Manchester City negotiating with Chelsea, Man City know that they have to negotiate now. There is no longer a verbal agreement on the exit. It's something that they have in their hands. So now it's Chelsea deciding, it's Chelsea evaluating the situation. Now it's going to be important to understand more on this story, because it's on Chelsea to decide the price, but Manchester City are still there. Manchester City are still calling the agent of the player. Manchester City are still in contact. Manchester City lost the game against Arsenal, and it's very clear that Manchester City needs signings. So I expect two things from Man City. The first one, close Ayyoub Bouaddi. Manchester City have an agreement with Bouaddi on personal terms, and Manchester City are expected also to advance with Lille to close the deal in the next hours. Could be any moment, but Bouaddi is expected to go to Manchester City very soon. It's a matter of time. And then Enzo Fernández. Enzo Fernández, I expect City to try again. Then we have to see what Chelsea will do. We have to see what the player will do, because at the moment Chelsea still send a very clear message. We are in control, we decide, and we will be happy to keep Enzo. So let's follow the situation, but for sure, huge story. Rodri to Barcelona, João Cancelo to Barcelona. Both deals led by Deco. Deco is really doing a day and night job on these deals. Deco was pushing a lot, first to meet the agent of Rodri, to try enter the deal when Real Madrid were there, then to reach an agreement with Rodri. Then Deco was in constant direct contact with Hugo Viana, two sporting directors from Portugal, and Deco was pushing on daily basis to try find a way to respect Manchester City, to let Manchester City play their game today and then close the deal with Rodri. So always trying to be smart in the negotiation, and Deco has been absolutely crucial for Barça to add Rodri to their squad. Then obviously this is not over, because again we wait for all the official statements, and then more is going to happen. In terms of movements, these hours, I keep telling you, Tottenham and Savinho not in the squad today for for Manchester City to face Arsenal, and Savinho remains the absolute top target for Tottenham, and Tottenham are working on it. So stay tuned, guys, because many other stories will come, even on Barcola and other things to say. So here on the channel in the next hours, as always, let me know your opinion, guys. Here, as always, remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, because it's going to be crazy. I tell you, in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be completely crazy. And then, guys, let me know your opinion. Rodri to Barça, Cancelo to Barça, Savinho and Tottenham, Bouaddi, Enzo Fernández. It's crazy busy out there. So let me know your feelings, and see you soon. Big exclusive story. Rodri to Barcelona. Here we go. Ciao.